And viewers, while our top focus remains the assault gate controversy, we have back-to-back updates coming in. Note that the Delhi police late last night conducted searches. In fact, the Delhi police visited Kejriwal's residence. And as we speak, the Delhi police has been scanning the CCTV footage from Kejriwal's residence. So yes, while the heat is on the assault gate accused, the Delhi police expediting the probe in this whole case while visiting Kejriwal's house and scanning the CCTV footage. Kini.
That's right, Samiksha. The assault gate is getting bigger and bigger. Now, Delhi police left the residence of AAP National Convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal after investigation and videography of the premises.
So as we track the latest, this is a source-based information coming in that the Delhi police, the FSL have taken dump of the CCTV footage from Kejriwal's residence. Sources even tell Republic that the dump of CCTV cameras have been installed at entry and exit points have been taken by the Delhi police. So yes, the Delhi police going all out to scan the CCTV footage and recover the incriminating data that would help the Delhi police get to the bottom of this case. But note that these are the FIRs and counter FIRs that we are also referring to here. One that was initially filed by Swati Maliwal, and the second one, of course, that's been filed by the accused in this case, who essentially says that it was Swati Maliwal who hurled abuses at Bibhav Kumar and even trespassed Kejriwal's residence. But this is the source-based information that is just coming in right now. Let's go across to Piyush Ori, who's getting us the details. Piyush, of course, the focus is now on the CCTV footage recovery by the Delhi police. Take us through exactly what happened at Kejriwal's residence late last night when the Delhi police visited the latter's residence.
So good morning, Samiksha, and good morning, Kini, and good morning to all our viewers who are viewing us at the moment. And you rightly mentioned, Samiksha, that yesterday was a busy day for Delhi police, as not only its officials but also its forensic science laboratory team visited the residence, the official residence of Delhi Chief Minister and scanned the CCTV cameras. Now, this scanning of CCTV cameras by the forensic science laboratory of the Delhi police is equally significant because it is from these CCTV images that the Delhi police will actually come to know that what exactly is the truth. Swati Maliwal has alleged that she was physically assaulted by Bibhav Kumar, the former aide and officer of special duty for Arvind Kejriwal, who continues to be now aided by the Aam Aadmi Party staff. However, yesterday we also saw a dramatic turn when Atishi, one of the prominent ministers of Aam Aadmi Party, came forward and leveled allegation against Swati Maliwal. And this was validated by the official complaint also that was then put forward by Bibhav Kumar, the accused in this case, in which he has now specifically mentioned that Swati Maliwal came into the residence of the Delhi Chief Minister uninvited. She came over there without seeking any personal appointment, and when she was made to be made aware of this, she started hurling abuses at Bibhav Kumar and began creating ruckus. So thereby, the Delhi police now is going to scan the CCTV images and trying to find out what exactly is the truth. Yesterday we saw that there was a late night scanning of the CCTV images along with the recreation of scene with the victim in this case, which is Swati Maliwal. And now what we have been told is that the Delhi police team might again visit the residence of the Delhi Chief Minister to make sure that they get all the CCTV images again retrieved, because as I said, it is the CCTV images that is going to ultimately reveal that what exactly is the truth in this matter, which is only getting bigger, and not only bigger, but it is also now getting murkier. Back to the studio.
Right. Piyush, while we will also again play out that CCTV footage, rather part of that complete footage on exactly what happened on 13th of May, also talk to us about the parallel development here, the NCW in this case, that has also taken suo motu cognizance. So we understand that the NCW team will also be visiting accused Bibhav Kumar's residence today. Anything you're learning from your sources as to, is there a possibility that the accused could appear before the NCW today?
So you rightly mentioned, Samiksha, that not only the Delhi police but even the National Commission for Women, especially its chief Rekha Sharma, has also taken cognizance of the complaint. And following the complaint which was levelled by Swati Maliwal, in which she had accused that she had been physically assaulted by Bibhav Kumar, the officer of special duty to the Delhi Chief Minister. The NCW chief, Rekha Sharma, had summoned Bibhav Kumar. Now, following the summons, Bibhav Kumar did not comply by the summons, and thereby now what we've been told is that there is a possibility that since Bibhav Kumar has not gone to the office of NCW, there is a possibility that NCW along with its team may visit the residence of Bibhav Kumar. Will they find Bibhav Kumar over there or not? That's something which we will have to find out. But yes, as of now, Bibhav Kumar has gone into missing from the time there has been an FIR that has been lodged against Bibhav Kumar under stringent sections. And it is also important to note that the sections under which Bibhav Kumar has been booked is non-bailable. So yes, it is now going to be interesting to see that what action is the Delhi police going to take on Bibhav Kumar, the accused, and also taking into consideration that since Bibhav Kumar has also now filed an official complaint, will the Delhi police and also the National Commission of Women take cognizance of the complaint that has been put forward by Bibhav Kumar also in this case. Back to the studio.
All right, Piyush, stay with us. In fact, Soumya and Gursimran are also with us. But before we go across to them, let's look at this. Republic confronted Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann over the assault gate. Let's see how they reacted to this confrontation.
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी कुछ जवाब तो दे दीजिए। केजरीवाल जी कुछ जवाब तो दे दीजिए स्वाति मालीवाल के साथ।
ऐसे नहीं पूछने का।
नहीं देना। केजरीवाल जी भगवंत मान साहब स्वाति मालीवाल ते की कहोगे ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ ਵਾਈ ਆਰਨਟ ਯੂ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਡਿੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ स्वाति मालीवाल ਤੇ आप साइलेंट क्यों है भगवंत मान साहब मिस्टर मान आप मिस्टर मान ये साइलेंस क्यों है मिस्टर भगवंत मान Mr. Chief Minister, Mr. Chief Minister, on the Swati Maliwal issue, please. सर पूछ रहे हैं ना, मतलब मैं तो ब्लॉक भी नहीं कर रहा। Let him respond ना सर, उन्होंने respond कर लेंगे हो ना, है ही नहीं ना सर, या तो मैं थोड़ा सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच कर रहा हूँ। मिस्टर चीफ मिनिस्टर
Well, I'll go across to you, Gursimran, first. A very good morning to you. I can see that you were trying your level best to get any sort of a response from Bhagwant Mann there. But clearly, it seemed as though he looked at you and then he chose not to answer those questions.
Yeah, it was Bhagwant Mann who decided not to answer the questions, and it was on the expected lines. You cannot expect the Chief Minister like Bhagwant Mann to come out openly and speak when the party is totally mum on the development, when the party supremo Arvind Kejriwal is mum on the developments. Right now, we are in Amritsar trying to track the location of Bibhav Kumar, because what is being said as per some reports that Bibhav Kumar is still in Amritsar, and there is a high possibility of the same, of Bibhav Kumar being in Punjab, because Punjab is a safe haven for them. In Delhi, they don't have the Delhi police under them, but in Punjab, they have a full-fledged government where the Punjab police also comes under the Bhagwant Mann. So they can have an immunity there, which they must be looking for till the time they get a regular bail or they get the anticipatory bail. This seems to be possible, and that's why we are here on the ground zero tracking where the Bibhav Kumar could be, because soon after he was spotted in the Lucknow there, he is still untraceable. There has not been a single trace of Bibhav Kumar since then, when he was spotted inside the car of Arvind Kejriwal. Though the things have changed a lot, the Aam Aadmi Party has taken a stand. This time they stood firm with Bibhav Kumar, but he has gone incommunicado. Not only that he has sent his complaint via mail only, what was expected when Atishi held the press conference yesterday, that Bibhav has given a complaint. Everyone was assuming that he must have gone to the police station by himself, but no, he did a mail. It was a complaint on the mail that there has been a security breach that has taken place at the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's residence by none other than Swati Maliwal. So in this assault case, the main accused is still untraceable, suspected to be somewhere in Punjab, in Amritsar, which is a safe haven for them, as the police and the administration both comes under their own government, the Bhagwant Mann government, who chooses to be keep quiet, not to answer what has happened, why the Aam Aadmi Party, which always made the women's security one of their key issues. The Bhagwant Mann, who launched an app, a dedicated chat system for the security of the women, is decided that he will not respond. And what has happened is that a person, as per the former Chief Minister of Punjab, why Arvind Kejriwal, what Channi told us yesterday, that why Arvind Kejriwal is taking a criminal along with him, he should be answering, because what the Aam Aadmi Party has done is being alleged by the Congress party that they have only lied to the women of Punjab, and what they are doing now is similar on those lines. This is what the Congress, one of the alliance partners of the Aam Aadmi Party in the India Alliance, is alleging.
Right, Gursimran, stay with us. And you know, it's sad to say the least that the AAP has chosen to back assaultgate accused, that too when the medical report of Swati Maliwal clearly makes it clear that how she was attacked, even she sustained those attacks on her face. Let's take a word from Soumya also. Soumya, once again, for a better understanding, take us through the details of the FIR that's been registered by Swati Maliwal in this case, where she's alleged how she was tortured, she was kicked in the pelvis area by the close aide of Arvind Kejriwal.
Yes, when we reached the Tis Hazari court yesterday, when Swati Maliwal was there to record her statements, we could clearly see her limping, which confirms that a certain level of violence had taken place on 13th of May. And now it is all the more clear by the MLC report, because that says that Swati Maliwal has sustained certain level of internal injuries. Now, if we talk about the sections under the FIR that have been applied are 308, 341 and 34B. Specifically, if we take note of section 354B, it is the criminal force applied on women with the intent of disrobe. So this is one of the most crucial sections to take note of in this complaint. Back to you.
Soumya, thank you for the moment. Gursimran, thank you to you as well. We will keep coming back to you, and of course, Piyush tracking the latest from the Delhi police. But note, the FIR that's been registered by the Delhi police, the complainant of which is, of course, Swati Maliwal, clearly states how the latter was tortured. She was assaulted by the aide of Arvind Kejriwal. She was attacked in the pelvis area. She was kicked in the stomach. And all of this happening while Arvind Kejriwal chooses to remain silent. A lot of reactions that, in fact, coming in with the BJP trading guns at the Aam Aadmi Party, questioning the very stand that the Aam Aadmi Party has taken. Listen in to the reactions coming in.
Well, that's right. You know, despite facing strong criticism, now the Aam Aadmi Party has reversed its stance on the assaultgate allegations, accusing their own MP, Swati Maliwal, of acting on the interests of BJP. Let's listen in to those reactions that are just coming in.
As the Maliwal assaultgate continues to go bigger, political reactions to the entire incident continue to pour in. As new revelations in the Assaultgate emerge, the Bharatiya Janata Party has continued to question Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal over the incident that happened at the Chief Minister's residence.
वो सारे चुप बैठे हैं जो सत्ता की होड़ में अपनी राजनीतिक फायदे के लिए अलायंस बनाए बैठे हैं, लेकिन चुप्पी साथ बैठे हैं कि एक मुख्यमंत्री के घर में एक महिला, और वो भी महिला जो संवैधानिक पद पर है, सांसद है, उसको बेरहमी से पीटा जाता है, लेकिन इंडिया अलायंस को साफ सूंघ गया है।
ये बहुत बुरा हुआ है। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने ही ये सब इंजीनियर किया था। ये जो इंक्वायरी है, इंक्वायरी में